I'm going to cure the reason why you're not getting sales, why you're not getting more clients.
How that sound? Yeah, that sound good. Tell them break it down. ISO Wendy's in your town. Don't forget the dollar sign. How that sound? Yeah, that sound good. Tell them get in line. Hold it down, hold it down. Came up from the under.
And more importantly, if you're just selling leads, pay attention, because this is something that's going to change the game for you. And I had to learn it the hard way, especially now with everything that's going on in this world and more people getting into SMA, lead generation, selling these services. What I'm about to share with you is going to change the way that you sell your services, and more importantly, get you some more clients. And more importantly, on top of that, make it so that when you tell your clients what you provide, they're going to buy on the spot. So looks like we got some new members in here. Looks like we're up to 700 members inside the group now. That is awesome. So stoked. If you're new and you're on here, drop a comment. Let me know who you are. I like connecting with you guys. So just pulling up my phone, and then I'll jump into this and give you guys some of the secret sauce on how to get away from the lead gen aspect and start making better money by doing this. So first things first, I see we got some people coming on here. Let me know in the comments where you're coming from. I just moved to Tampa, Florida. That's why my setup over here isn't in order. I actually just moved from San Diego because San Diego, the mayor shut down everything again. And I was like, I'm out of here. So I don't want to be in a place where it's closed. I value my mindset. I value my freedom. So I got out of there as soon as possible. And that's why I love this business model and love giving back and giving you guys insight and information to help you get the same type of results. So your first time tuning in, again, let me know in the comments where you're coming from. And more importantly, I'm going to share with you what I've been starting to do more and more each week. As you can notice, yesterday I went live and talked about exactly what you need to be doing inside your agency. We broke down kind of how we built a brand new agency and got it from zero to $32,000 a month in 30 days, strictly during the holidays, which, if you know anything about business, especially lead gen, holidays are usually one of the slower times because everybody's constantly traveling. So we got Kelsey from Kentucky representing Alexandria. What's up, Kelsey? Hope you're doing well. I see we got some other John, Ben, Renato. Who else is on here? Eric. Okay, I appreciate you guys being on here. Anyways, what I want to share with you today is tell you right now, right here, it's going to break some of your guys' hearts, but stop selling leads. If you're not selling leads in the first place and you're selling like content marketing or Google ads or whatever it is, first off, you need to understand that what I'm going to share with you here is going to change the game for you. Put yourself in your client's shoes. You know, everyone's in a different industry. I want you to think about this vividly, that you are hopping on a call or a meeting with your client. Chances are, especially with how the world's going right now, it's going to be a call like I am on here with you. And talk to your client and pitch your services to him. Tell him exactly what you're about to offer. If you're going to tell him, hey, I'm going to generate you 30 leads guaranteed, well, they're probably not going to buy, right? Because everybody sells leads nowadays. Everybody sells leads. Everybody sells the same thing. And this is what separates the people that know what they're doing compared to the people that are just now getting started. And if you are getting started just now, perfect timing. You're about to jump your learning curve times 10 by what I'm about to share with you here. Is you need to get specific on what your product does that somebody else's product doesn't. And if you give me some examples, if you guys are on here and you want to like put in the comments what you sell while we're live on here, like pitch me like I'm your client. I'll give you feedback and give you ways to improve that. So you want to drop that in the comments while we're on here. I'll go over that with you, but you need to get specific. If you're selling just lead generation through Facebook ads, everybody's doing that. And kind of going back on that video that we talked about yesterday, which, by the way, if you haven't watched that yet, go check it out. Just go through the group. If you're selling leads in like just leads in chiropractic, real estate, dental, restaurants, even though half the restaurants aren't even open, you're going results in this space. Again, a lot of the people I work with, I do coaching, and most of the time people come in and they want to go after real estate. And first thing to say is, okay, well, what do you sell that nobody else sells? Well, I sell leads. Everybody sells leads. You can go on Fiverr and buy leads for real estate for a tenth of the fraction of what you're charging probably. So what I'm trying to get at with this, you guys, is you got to get something specific, something that's different. And it's going to be different for everybody. It's not going to be something that just clicks right away. For some of you, it might, but for the most of you, you're going to have to actually think about this. And actually, after we get off this lesson right here, is actually go home and start writing it down on a pen and paper. Like, just start brainstorming for an hour. What can you do that's different than nobody else? That's going to get your client the best results. And if you're just selling leads, again, it's not going to be something that gets a client out of bed and makes them happy. Like, okay, well, yeah, I get leads. Like, cool. Okay, well, what's cool about these leads? Are they leads that get called and nurtured from a call center? Are they super qualified leads that nobody else can get? Are they leads from Facebook? Are they leads from Twitter? Are they leads from YouTube? What is it that's unique about your system? Ask yourself that. Like, right? Get a piece of paper right here, right? Actually, just got off a business meeting. That's why I have a bunch of numbers right here. But start writing down on the top of the paper, what is unique about my offer? Start brainstorming, because if you're just selling leads, you're not going to get results. You're going to have a very hard time seeing moves being made. And most of the time it's going to be something where clients just won't buy from you, because again, you got to think about it. You got to put yourself in your client's shoes. They get hit up by digital marketers every single day. And if you don't realize or recognize that yet, recognize it. And I learned this because I used to do door-to-door sales. And I'll tell you a story real quick. This is how I learned to be unique and different. I used to, when I first got in the digital marketing space, I was going door-to-door selling print and digital ads for a bigger agency. That's how I got started in all this. And I quickly realized I went into this one pizza place that owned like 12 different locations. And we sat down there, and the guy, first things first, he goes, well, what do you offer? And I told him, well, we're gonna get you in the newspaper. We're gonna get you impressions. And he looks at me and he goes, stop. Do you know how many people just today have came in here and said the same exact thing that you said? He's like, I really don't know, because at this time I was completely new. He says, every single day I get 3 people that come into me and try pitching me on the same services that you have to offer. I was sat there just quiet. He goes, the only reason I took this meeting with you is because of your enthusiasm and how you came in here and like demanded to speak with me. I got really good at going through gatekeepers, but at the time it just hit me. It's like, everybody sells leads. Every market you're in, you've got to figure out a way to separate yourself from the competition. So main takeaway with this, and I see we got some down there from Sean, I'll check that out in a second, is you need to get something unique about your offer that nobody else has. And once you get to that point, you're going to sell like hotcakes. So let's check this out. Let's see real quick. Sean, we sell leads through PPC. We also build a team around your company so leads are qualified. You also have access to that qualification dashboard so you can see results at any time. On top of that, we have technology that allows us to build out 1,000 of keywords in separate ads to test better and faster results. See what I'm saying? Like, Sean, that's solid, bro. That's solid. That's something that's different. Like, you could, if you were in typical PPC, it's like, hey, well, you just pay per click. You know, like a lot of people say that on calls and when they're talking to people, but you got to add on to it. So like that the qualification dashboard, that's something that's huge. And I would even take it a farther step, Sean, depending on what industry you're in, and make it into something where it's like finding out from the majority of your clients what they classify as a quality lead, and use that terminology when you're pitching other clients. Because what we found, like we work in the medical and solar space quite a bit. And what we found in the medical space is there's a specific type of lead that everybody wants. And when you can find that type of lead, what I'd recommend to do is brand it, come up with a key term that your client doesn't even know what it is. But when you pitch it on the call, you can say like our specific key term, right? And then either a client will say, I don't know what that is, or you could, and you'd be like, oh, well, it's exactly this type of lead. And when they hear that, they're like, wow, that's exactly what I want. So I like that, Sean. That's pretty solid. Devin, Alabama. We got Scott from Canada in the house. What's up, Scott? Justin, Kelsey. Let's see what you got, Kelsey. We asked 3 to 5 questions in our qualification process to best help you tailor their new customer needs with our proven system. I like it, Kelsey. I would take it another step farther. What's your proven system called? Everybody's got a quote unquote proven system nowadays. Come up with a unique system, like a name. Like, for example, this was before a lot of people started doing this, but it was like Patients on Demand was our old name for getting chiro clients in the door. So come up with a cool system, a cool name. I always like to look at like thesauruses and like keywords that a lot of people are using, and try to figure out some different ones. So I like that though. We asked 3 to 5 questions in our qualification process. I would kind of simplify it and just be like, just talk about what the system's called and go from there, Sean. That's gold. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, bro. Crush it with that. Talk to your clients about that. Good rule of thumb, like, especially if you have clients, or even if you're just on a call with a lot of clients, start asking them questions. Even if they say no to buying with you, 1, figure out why they didn't buy from you. And 2, figure out market data. So one of the things that we do in onboarding is after we onboard a client in a new industry, we have them fill out a full form. That's just basic questions about like, okay, well, why'd you buy from us? Or what piqued your interest with speaking with us? If there's one thing in the world that you could do right now, what would that be? What's your biggest bottleneck in your business? What do you wish you could do that you couldn't? And what we found in the medical space a lot is that chiropractors, they just want more free time with their family. So guess what? On our pitch deck, and when we were talking to people, we started pushing that a lot more, saying, oh, well, guess what? Once you get our Patients on Demand, actually we updated it to Patients on Autopilot not too long ago, but once you get our Patients on Autopilot system, you're going to be able to sit back, Mr. Client, and then all these leads are going to be coming in on autopilot. So guess what that means for you? More free time, more money, and more time with the family. And when you find their pain points and what they really want, it's like they're ready to go on the spot. So hope you guys really understand the importance of just selling leads versus having a specific process in place, a unique system. And if you do understand that, you're going to get some good results. So I hope that helped. If you guys are new in here, make sure to comment. Let me know who you are. I like to engage with everybody on here as much as I can. So with that being said, last thing, will this be available to rewatch? Yeah, Sean, absolutely. All these lives are inside the group. Once I'm done with this, I'll just hit end, and then it'll take like maybe 2 minutes and just refresh in here, and you should see it again. And all the replays are on here too. So starting to go live inside this group more. And if you guys are new, turn on your post notifications. I like to give away a lot of freebies and hop on here and give away free advice. So with that being said, hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Talk to you later.